and you could able to interface with the electrical grid, right? So I'm just having that file, so no issues. If time permits, we'll go, right? So I think my screen is getting started recording, right? So we'll start. And CHP, right? So we already know that. So we're just going to generate two kind of energy from a single source of input, right? So we're just going to simultaneously generate heat as well as electrical power from a single energy source. That's what I CHP, that is called cogeneration, right? So in worst case, right? So in one, it's not worst case, it's one more case, right? In our industry or maybe residential area, right? So if you are just having CHP in our thing, right? So you could use electricity as well as you could use heat power. So in one more case, so if you are having an excess power, if you are having any excess power, that is called after we are utilizing your electrical power from CHP in your hand, there is a more power which is you are having, right? So then you will have one more case. You could able to store in our battery systems, or you could able to sell it to your neighbors, right? So with the help of electricity grid. So if you are having more than your demand, so if you are just having more than your electricity power, right? So you could able to export to electrical grid. So through that you could able to reduce your electricity bill. You could able to getting a you are just able to getting paid from your neighbors, right? So if you're able to generate a more excess electrical power from your CHP unit, so that's what main idea. So in this case, if it's going to export electrical power to this utility grid, so right, so we need a one more connections, right? So we need to what could I say? We need to meet up that requirement from electrical grid. So we are not having easiest permission to straight away to connect your CHP output to your electrical grid. So there is a number of policies and rules and regulations will be there. So we need to meet the electrical utility grid requirements. So then only you could able to export our own electric power to utility grid. So that's what things we are just going to discuss, right? So we'll go with that now. And this is a bus chamber, right? So this is a bus chamber, right? So you could this is called one more electrical utility export connection, that is called electrical interconnection. You could able to turn on off turn off your entire power supply to the towards electrical utility grid, right? So how we're just going to go with it? இதுக்குள்ள பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பெருசா எதுவுமே இருக்காது. So we are only having a circuit breaker plus relays. So the circuit breaker and relays and microcomputer, right? Microcontroller and microcomputer will be there. So but it will be look like a bulky in size. So it needs to handle more voltage. It needs to withstand about more current. That's why it should be big thing, right? We'll go step by step. And today we'll have points over there, right? So points to recall and financial options. And this is the thing will already we have discussed, right? So overview of CHP technical potential, and these are the things, right? So how what are the different types of CHP we have things. It will be it's again coming, so I'm just going to skip it right now. And once we're just going to go with it, we are just going to see about key analytical questions, right? And then we're just going to go with electrical consideration, right? So that is called electrical interconnection. And finally we'll have tools, right? So I'm just going to give you the simulation alone, but I'm not able to what could I say, I'm not having any hardware to show you, right? So that's why I'm just going to go with that simulation. So then you could able to understood, right, how actually the power is now injected to that, or maybe the power is now how it's going to be exported to electric grid. So we'll just going to see about simulations also, right? So these are the overall flow, right? So with that I'm just going to moving, so right. And before into that, so there is a this is called actually these are the entire procedure which is followed by US government, not Indian government, because I'm just having that content from a US website. So that's why I'm just getting this data, right? So this is not Indian regulations, right? Anyway, I'm just having an Indian regulation that's called yeah, Indian rules and regulation policy from that website name called crcindia.gov.in. Anyway, I'm just going to share my screen also, right? So there is a bulk of rules and regulations will be available in central electricity thing, right? So anyway, going to show that slides. One second, I'm just going to share that screen. The website name called CR. One second. central electricity. 1 second. Yes, CER. That's I'm just going to share that screen. You could have that rules and regulations about, right? I'm just going to skip into my tab. Yes, this one. I think my screen is visible, right? So this is our own government central electricity regulatory commissions. You can have the rules and regulations over here, and what are the energy policies will be there in our India, right? So Electricity Act 2003 and policies under that act, right? So 2003 kikil enna policies kondu vandanga, and total rules and regulations, individual regulations, consolidates will have a number of PDF will be available, and you could have that e-regulations also. Once you could download, it will be number of pages will be more than that of 50 pages, right? So number of rules will be there. So anyway, I'm just going to give you that introduction about those things, right? Now I'm just going to moving to my PPT. Right, so these are the policies, right? So here I'm not going to tell you, right? So more important, I'm not going to move into depth into that, right? So our ultimate aim is that we need to go with the electrical interconnection. So that's why I'm just going to skip those policies, right? So it's nothing but it's very easy to understood, right? So for example, in our home we are having we are just running CHP in a small time, right? So for if you're just able to generate a 1,000 watts, right? So from a CHP, we couldn't directly, we couldn't able to export our electricity bill. Sorry, we are not able to export our electrical energy into electrical utility grid because there is a restriction, right? So minimum around 20 kW, that is called minimum 20 kilowatts energy, it needs to be export, right? So there is a baseline, and we'll see, right? So the policy, they just given different types of rules, right? So we need to follow, right? Then only we could able to export. So there is a baseline. So there is also some restrictions, right? Right. That those restriction statements will be available in policies. So now policy full na உங்களுக்கு teach பண்ண போறதில்ல because it's not important to today topic, right? And for example, 20 kilowatts energy generate பண்ணணும்னா we need more CHP in our residential area or maybe industrial area. That's why we need to go with the financial options also, right? So I'm not much going to into tell you about these financial options because we are just going to narrow down our topic to electrical interconnection. That's why I'm just going to moving. So it's very easy. So for example, if I'm just going to for financial frameworks, right? For we need to export 20 more than 20 kilowatts energy, in the sense we need to take calculations, right? So how much CHP we need to generate, what are the different types of diesel generator, turbine generator, we need to go with it, right? So we need to make a design and construction commissioning, and then we can go with the buying, right? So once we need to go with the different types of quotation, then you could able to visit many industries, then you could able to purchase your based upon your generations, right? So the same way, fuel also is most important thing. So once you just got an idea about your CHP, then what are the different types of fuel we're just going to use, right? So these are the things we need to consider about your financial thing, right? So these are the common thing. Now I'm just going to, you could have the different things, right? So in our company you could able to run your CHP with self finance or maybe a lease, right? So you could double the lease or maybe you could lease back. There is a bank loan will be. Now I'm just going to move into export things. That's why I'm just going to moving, right? So these are the things we have already discussed overview of CHP. So we're just going to generate electricity as well as heat. So these are the common things I'm just going to skip it right now, right? So these are the common block diagram about our CHP and different types of fuel, and we are getting a output rates, transportation, industrial, home usage, and benefits of your CHP, right? So these are the things, and I'm just going to try to moving. So these are the real-time data which I got from US Department of Energy. So, but in Indian government websites, so we couldn't able to have this much detailed thing, right? So that's why I'm just going to go with this detailed PPT, because in our Indian website, so they are not giving this much, what could I say, so detailed about CHP. So these are the countries, right? So USA and Canada, say just they are just having CHP in what could I say, next to your electricity, from your utility grid. So they're just looking for CHP alone because it's good actually. So compared to my utility grid, because the transportation loss, heat energy we couldn't able to use, right? So from generation stations they'll just use. So heat energy we are again depend upon electricity, right? So but CHP it's not that thing, right? So we are just going to able to use both heat as well as electrical power. That's why these countries they're just looking for CHP, right? So modernized the world, right? Canada and USA just they're in a full-fledged, right? They're just working with that CHP. Around 2014, they just installed about this much 4,400 CHP sites, right? Around around 1 gigawatt is now capacity and equal fuel rates. That's why I'm just getting this data, right? That's why I'm just going to go with the US data. And anyway, these are the architecture markets, right? Industrial, commercial, building, institutional, agriculture, right? Anywhere they're just using CHP in USA. And these are some survey data. And now we'll already we have discussed technologies, right? So technologies inside CHP. So that is called prime movers, right? So reciprocating, that is called IC engine, and gas turbine, steam turbine. So these are the micro turbine. These are the things we have discussed in detail. And the prime mover reciprocating, that is called IC engine, and gas turbine. The ranges எல்லாமே சொல்லிருப்பாங்க. You can have that data, right? Examples applications சொல்லிருப்பாங்க ஒவ்வொரு prime mover. And micro turbine and heat recovery steam generator. So after our IC engine output, right? So hot flue gas is now coming, right? So they're just using this heat recovery system generator. You could able to generate this steam, and this is after that you could able to use that steam into generator. That is called combined cycle generator. And steam turbine, and steam turbines sort of working principle, back pressure thing, right? And fuel cells and chillers, right? So these are the things which we already discussed. Benefits pathina, reduced energy cost, right? So improve energy equipment reliability, reduce grid congestion. So we're just going to go with that, right? And key analytical questions, right? Now exactly we are just moving into today's topic, right? So right, so we are just going to install the CHP. Once we are just going to install the CHP, right, we could have that subsidies from our government grants also. If you're just going to willing to install CHP in our residential government building, you could able to have a grants from government, as well as you could able to have a tax credit also. And if you're just going to generate more electricity, right, so excess electricity, and if I just met that requirement from utility grid policies, right, you could able to have utility incentives, as well as you could able to get paid from utility grid, right? So right, so and then you could go with that backup generation. So these are the things will be coming into this picture, right? And payback, about if you are using natural gas, so payback will be started from 5 to 10 years, right? So 5 to 10 years kapram pathina, you will have definitely payback after installation of CHP. And so these are the common questions, right? So why I'm just going to looking at CHP, right? So you could go with the different types of questions with yourself, and I'm just going to move with that today. And electrical consideration, right? And what is now called electrical interconnection, right? So for the purpose, what are the things actually we need to consider? So first thing, so in CHP, if we are having two types of power supply in our residential as well as industry, sometimes CHP may not able to produce that much of electricity that needs to meet up your requirement for industry or maybe a residential area. So for that purpose, we are having a electrical grid connection also. So we'll have two connections, electrical connections as well as my CHP connections, right? So in absence of CHP, we are directly connected to my electrical utility grid, and we are just consuming electrical power from grid. So now if your CHP is now able to generate more electricity, then no need to go with that electrical grid. So you can isolate your electrical utility grid. That is, now we are just going to switch off your electrical utility grid, and you can now switch over into my CHP, and we're just getting power from CHP. So for this purpose, for this switchover, the changeover purpose, we need electrical configurations, right? So we need electrical main major parts is needed to switch over from electrical grid to CHP, as well as CHP to my electrical grid. So in this case, what are the different kind of electrical equipment is needed, right? So anyone just give me என்னென்ன electrical part தேவைப்படும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? நீங்க எது சொன்னாலும் ஆன்சர் தான், ரைட்? ஸோ anyone just give me என்னென்ன நமக்கு தேவைப்படும். கிளாஸ் இட் செல்ஃப் நான் சொல்லிட்டேன், ரைட்? ஸோ 2 more components நேம் சொல்லியிருந்தேன். எனிவன்? என்னாச்சு 15 மெம்பர்ஸ் தான் இருக்கீங்க, என்னாச்சுப்பா? வை many more absent actually? பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் இருக்கா? பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் ட்ரைனிங் from A section?
Training today, sir.
Okay, okay. B section, Kavya, Janani?
Sir?
B section ஏன் இவ்வளோ ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு? அவங்களுக்கு ட்ரைனிங் இருக்கா?
எஸ் சார், 2 பேர் ட்ரைனிங் போயிருக்காங்க சார், 3 பேர்.
ஓகே ஓகே அப்போ தேங்க்யூ. அண்ட் ஓகே, வாட் ஆர் த காம்பனன்ட்ஸ் மேபி யூ நோ, ரைட்? ஸோ சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம், என்னென்ன காம்பனண்ட் தேவைப்படும் ஒரு எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் சர்க்யூட்லேருந்து இன்னொரு எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் நெட்வொர்க்குக்கு மாறுறேன். அண்ட் வி ஆர் கெட்டிங் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் ஃப்ரம் போத் சர்க்யூட், போத். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் பவர் சப்ளை பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 2 சோர்ஸ், சிஹெச்பி ப்ளஸ் யூட்டிலிட்டி கிரிட். பட் யூட்டிலிட்டி லோடு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சேம், ஹோம் எடுத்துக்கலாம், ஆர் மேபி இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் எடுத்துக்கலாம், ரைட்? ஃபார் கன்சிடர் ஃபார் அவர் ஓன் ஹோம், ரைட்? ஸோ எப்படி சேஞ்ச் ஓவர் பண்ணலாம், என்னென்ன காம்பனன்ட் இந்த சேஞ்ச் ஓவருக்கு என்னென்ன காம்பனன்ட்ஸ் ஆக்சுவலி தேவைப்படும் நினைக்கிறீங்க? நீங்க எது சொன்னாலும் ஆன்சர் தான், ரைட்? ஸோ நோ நீட் டு ஹெசிடேட், ரைட்? ஸோ நீங்க ஜஸ்ட் பேசினீங்கன்னா போதும். என்னென்ன காம்பனன்ட் தேவைப்படும்? கிரிட்ல இருந்து எப்படி பவர் சப்ளை வருது வீட்டுக்கு? எனிவன் அதுக்கு அதுல இருந்து யாரான்னு சொல்லலாம்? இன்னொரு எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் போஸ்ட் இருக்கும் பார்த்துக்க, வீட்டுக்குள்ள இருக்கும் பாருங்க. ஸோ நியர்பை அதுக்கப்புறம் நமக்கு வீட்டுக்கு எப்படி பவர் சப்ளை வருது? த்ரூ மீட்டரிங், ரைட்? ஸ்டெப் டவுன் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர், ரைட்? ஓகே, வேற கண்டிப்பா டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர் இருக்கு. ஓகே, அண்ட் தென் வேற என்னப்பா தேவைப்படும்? டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர் மட்டும் போதுமா? அருந்ததி மட்டும்தான் ஒரு ஆன்சர் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ அட்லீஸ்ட் 15 மெம்பர்ஸ் இருக்கீங்க. ஸோ 15 மெம்பர்ஸ்ல அரௌண்ட் 13 மெம்பர்ஸ், ரைட்? என்னோட நேம் எடுத்துருச்சு 13 மெம்பர்ஸ். 13 மெம்பர்ஸும் ஒவ்வொரு ஆன்சர் சொல்லணும். ஸோ கண்டிப்பா 13 காம்பனன்ட்ஸ்க்கு மேல இருக்கு, தட்ஸ் வை ஐம் ஆஸ்கிங், ரைட்? ஸோ அருந்ததி அவங்க ஆன்சர் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. ரிமைனிங் ஸ்டெப் டவுன் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர், அப்புறம் வேற? ஸோ உங்க வீட்டுக்கு வர பவர் சப்ளை கனெக்ஷனே சொல்லுங்க போதும், மோர் தென் எனஃப். அதில் இருக்கிற காம்பனண்ட் தான் நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண போறோம். ஸோ கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக சொன்னீங்கன்னா நான் கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக போடுவேன். ஸோ கண்டிப்பா தீபக் சொல்றாங்க. என்ன தீபக்?
சார் கனெக்டிங் ஒயர்.
கனெக்டிங் ஒயர்ஸ் எல்லாமே எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் பவர் சப்ளை டிரான்ஸ்மிட் ஆகுது.
அது ஒரு மெயின் காம்பவுண்ட்.
ஓகே சார், டெஃபினட்டா ஆன்சர் அதுல ஒன்று இருக்கு, கண்டிப்பா இருக்கு. அந்த நான் சொன்னேன் 13 காம்பவுண்ட்ஸ் மேல தப்புன்னு சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, அதுல அது ஒன்று இருக்கு. ஓகே, தீபக் தப்பிச்சிட்டாங்க, ரைட்? வேற ஆன்சர்? கண்டிப்பா எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் கண்டக்டர், ரைட்? வெரி குட். ஏன்னா அது இல்லாமல் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் பவர் ஃப்ளோ நடக்காது, ரைட்? ஓகே, அண்ட் வேற மேஜர் காம்பனன்ட்ஸ் வேற சொல்லுங்க. சரி, எதனால ஓகே. அடுத்தது தீபக் தவிர ஆதித்யா கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்ட் சொல்லுங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட்ல ஆன்சர் இருக்கு, நான் ஷோ பண்ணிட்டோம், அவ்வளவுதான், வேற ஒன்றும் இல்லை. நீங்க எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் இவ்வளவு அமைதியா இருக்கக்கூடாது. ஆதித்யா மைக் ஆஃப் பண்ணியாச்சு, ஸ்பீக்கர் ஆஃப் பண்ணியாச்சு. அபிஷேக் அட்டனன்ஸ்க்கான வரதா இருந்ததா கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம்ப்பா, எதுவுமே கத்துக்க முடியாது. அச்சுதன் எல்லாமே ஸ்பீக்கர் ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டு ஏதோ டைம் பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க நினைக்கிறேன், வேற எங்கேயோ அட்டனன்ஸ்க்காக வந்திருக்காங்க. அகில் குமார் நோ ரெஸ்பான்ஸ். அருந்ததி ஆன்சர் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. செல்வ சௌத்ரி சிரக்ஷன் செல்வ சொல்லுங்க. செல்வா சொல்லுங்கடா, மைக் அன்மியூட் பண்ணியாச்சு, சொல்லுங்க. 2 ஆன்சர் வந்துருச்சு, ஸ்டெப் டவுன் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர் பிளஸ் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் கண்டக்டர். அப்புறம் ஓகே, சிரக்ஷன்
சார் சர்க்யூட் பிரேக்கர்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரி.
சூப்பர்ப்பா, தேங்க்யூ. Very good. Circuit breaker definitely needed, right? So thank you, Salajotri, right? So circuit man, one of the major component, circuit breaker, right? Then நீங்க ஆஃப் ஆயிக்கோங்க. Selection இல்ல. தீபக் ஆன்சர் பண்ணுச்சு. தீரஜ் தீரஜ் இருக்கீங்களா? ஒரு 5 பேர் தான் கிளாஸ் கவனிக்கிறீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். மற்றவங்களாம் மைக்கு, ஸ்பீக்கர், கேமரா எல்லாத்தையும் ஆஃப் பண்ணிட வேண்டியது. ஸோ மாடர்னைஸ்டு 3 monkeys, ரைட்? ஸோ காந்திஜி சொன்ன மாதிரி தான், ரைட்? தரன்ராஜ், சரி தன்ராஜ், ஓகே. ஜனனி,
சார்
வேற என்ன பேருக்கு? எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் கண்டக்டர், சர்க்யூட் பிரேக்கர், ஸ்டெப் டவுன் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர், வேற?
சார் சர்ஜ் அரெஸ்டர் சொன்ன மாதிரி இருக்கும்.
சூப்பர், ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ. கரெக்ட் தான், சர்ஜ் அரெஸ்டர்ஸ். காவ்யஸ்ரீ, காவ்யா, எஸ், ஓகே. ஸோ இதுல இருந்து என்ன தெரியுதுன்னா சொல்லுங்க காவ்யா, மைக் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்க.
சார் ரிலே.
எப்பா, தேங்க்யூப்பா. கீ ரோல் இஸ் நவ் ரிலே, ரைட்? தேங்க்யூ. கீ ரோல் பிளேயர் ஹியர் ரிலே. பிகாஸ் ரிலே என்ன பண்ண போகுது அப்படின்னா, நீங்க ஒலிம்பிக் கேம்ல பார்த்துருப்பீங்க இல்லையா? ஸோ ஆக்சுவலி தட் கேம் இட் செல்ஃப் ஹேஸ் ரிலே, ரைட்? ஸோ 1 person பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஸ்டாண்ட் பை இருப்பாங்க, 1 man இஸ் நவ் ரன்னிங், ரைட்? ஸோ இட் ஷோஸ் தட், ஸோ ஒரு சர்க்யூட் ஆஃப்ல இருக்கும். ஸோ ரன்னிங்ல இருக்கிற சர்க்யூட் ஆஃப் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா ஆன் ஆயிடும். ஸோ ஆஃப்ல இருக்கிற சர்க்யூட் ஆன் ஆயிடும். தட்ஸ் கால் there is a change over in process, right? So there is a change over. ஸோ ரைட், ஸோ தட்ஸ் வாட் ரிலே. ஸோ ஒரு ஸ்டிக் கொண்டு வருவாங்க ரன்னிங்ல வந்துட்டு, அந்த ஸ்டிக் அவங்ககிட்ட கொடுத்துட்டோன்னா அவங்க ஸ்டாண்ட் பைல இருந்து அவங்க கண்டினியூவா ரன் ஆக ஆரம்பிச்சிருவாங்க. த சேம் வே, ஒரு நெட்வொர்க் ஆஃப்ல இருக்கு, நான் அதை ஆன் பண்ண போறேன். ஸோ ஒரு நெட்வொர்க் ஆன்ல இருக்க போது நான் ஆஃப் பண்ண போறேன். தட்ஸ் கால், ரைட்? ஸோ we are just going to change over this process, right? ஸோ அரௌண்ட் ஒரு 7 members நீங்க ஆன்சர் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க, தேங்க்யூ. அண்ட் அதே சைடு அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் எடுத்துட்டேன், ரைட்? ஸோ and second thing, right? So we are just going to say about what are the different components is required, right? So to export electrical power from CHP to utility grid. And மெயினாக ஒன்று மறந்துட்டீங்க, ரைட்ஸ்? ஹவு மச் பவர் வி ஆர் எக்ஸ்போர்ட்டிங். ஸோ வி நீட் டு மெஷர் ஹவு மச் பவர் வி ஆர் ஜஸ்ட் எக்ஸ்போர்ட்டிங். ஸோ ஃபார் தட் பர்பஸ் வி நீட் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் எனர்ஜி மீட்டர் ஓவர் த, ரைட்? இட்ஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் திங், ரைட்? ஸோ டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக கண்டக்டர் எடுத்து சிஹெச்பியோட அவுட்புட்டில் RYB அவுட்புட் வருது, RYB neutral point. So we are just able to generate 3-phase power supply in the sense 4 wire conductors. So 4 wire எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டு அப்படியே நான் எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி கிரிட்ல R to Y, Y to Y, B to B அப்படியே கனெக்ட் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ நத்திங் ராங் இன் தட். ஸோ தீபக் சொன்ன மாதிரி கண்டக்டர் தான் எடுத்துட்டு போறேன், வேற நத்திங் மோர் தன் தட். ஸோ எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டு ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு டேப் இட். ஸோ டேப் பண்ணுறதுக்கு முன்னாடி என்னென்ன பண்ணணும்? ஸோ வி ஆர் ஹேவிங் என் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ப்ரொசீஜர்ஸ், வி நீட் டு கோ வித் தட், ரைட்? பிஃபோர் இன் டு தட். ஸோ ஸ்ட்ரைட்டாக கொண்டு போயிட்டு கனெக்ட் பண்ண முடியாது. இட்ஸ் அ ப்ராசஸ், இட்ஸ் வெரி ஈஸியஸ்ட் ப்ராசஸ், பட் தெர் இஸ் அ ஹியூஜ் காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் சிஸ்டம் வில் பி அவைலபிள். பிகாஸ் நீங்க கனெக்ட் பண்ற கண்டக்டர்ல ஆல்ரெடி பவர் இஸ் நவ் கமிங், ரைட்? ஸோ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஒரு டிராஃபிக் ரோட் லைன்ஸ் டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா நீங்க தெர் இஸ் அ 2 way. ஸோ ஒன் ஆன் கமிங் ரோட், பைபாஸ்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு இன்கமிங் ரோட். சரி, நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா பவர் அங்கிருந்து வந்துட்டு இருக்கு, இன்கமிங்ல அங்கிருந்து வந்துட்டு இருக்கு, ரைட்? இஃப் சிஹெச்பிஸ் நான் ஜஸ்ட் கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா என்ன நடக்கும்? அங்கிருந்து பவர் வந்துட்டு இருக்கு. ஸோ நீங்க சிஹெச்பில இருந்து பவர் எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்றீங்க, அப்ப என்ன ஆகும்? டிராஃபிக் கொலிஷன். So we are having a number of problems over there, right? So we need to have that thing, right? That is called synchronization, power synchronization, right? So we are just going, already people studied about smart grid network or power quality subject, right? So anyway, that's why I'm just going to recall those things, right? And then we need to calculate how much power we have exported. So up an energy meter also more important, circuit breaker is most important, step down or step up a transformer is most important, and circuit breaker also important, surges also most important, fuse also important. So we'll just see and how much power we are generating, and what are the different varieties of delivery method is now available. So right, so நம்ம எப்படி பவர் வந்துட்டு எக்ஸ்போர்ட் பண்ண போறோம், and technical issues, safety consideration. So these are the things we are just going to see, right? Straight I'm moving electrical equipment requirement and CHP, generating electrical power and deliver. So first thing, transfer switches, right? So we need to, that is called my changeover switches, right? We are just going to that is called, these are the two components, right? Changeover plus relay. So in the run role more than important, we could able to manually switch out or your utility grid. So this is what my bus bar thing. So this is what my entire bus bar. If you are just going to move in this, for example I'm just telling, if you are just going to move in this direction, right? So up and now This entire power supply is now connected to my utility grid, and we are just going to getting a power supply from grid. Suppose we are just going to moving this button into this direction, that is called MCCB. We are just called molded circuit breaker, MCCB, molded circuit breaker, right? இதை சூஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா யூட்டிலிட்டி கிரிட் என்ன பண்ணலாம், ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டு, if you are having diesel generator in industry, now we are just going to change over into entire connection to my diesel generator. So we are having a transfer switches and relay and circuit breaker and fuses. So these are the things which will be majorly required. So fuses, circuit breaker, relay, transfer switches, right? So இந்த பஸ் பார்ல நீங்க மேல கனெக்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா எனக்கு கிரிட்ல இருந்து பவர் சப்ளை கனெக்ட் ஆகும், நெட்வொர்க்குக்கு போயிடும். Now we'll have one more connection. So எனக்கு கீழே டர்ன் ஆன் switches சேஞ்ச் பண்ணனா இந்த பக்கம் என்ன டீசல் ஜென்ரேட்டர் இருக்கும், அதோட ஜென்ரேட் பண்ற பவர் வந்துட்டீங்கன்னா எனக்கு பவர் காமனா யூட்டிலிட்டிக்கு போயிட்டு இருக்கும், லோடுக்கு. And if you're having a diesel generator, if you're just able to generate more electrical power, right, so excess power, now we're just going to straight away export to utility grid. So அதுக்கு என்ன வேணும்னா, we need to meet that incoming voltages, right? So we need to step up your generated voltage. So based upon your transmission line, so end line வந்துட்டு இருக்கும், அதுக்கு voltage நான் boost பண்ணணும், right? So one more thing. So I already told that how much power actually we have, what could I say, we have just exported. So we'll have two things. We are having a bidirectional meter over here. So incoming power எவ்வளோ போயிட்டு இருக்கு, exporting power எவ்வளோ போயிட்டு இருக்கு. That's why it's called nowadays, we will call it as bidirectional metering systems also will be available. Digital bidirectional electrical energy consumption meter you could able to go. So dbx அந்த மாதிரி கண்டக்டரும் இருக்கு, and we'll have common things, right? So electrical control rooms. ஸோ இது நம்ம சொன்னாலே மேனுவலாகவே என்ன பண்ணலாம், நீங்கள் சேஞ்ச் ஓவர் பண்ணிக்கலாம் யூட்டிலிட்டி கிரிட் டு diesel generator and DC generator, these things. So you could able to go with that what could I say, so real-time controller. So these are the thing you people are having subject called programmable logic controller, or maybe we'll have a SCADA, supervisory control and data acquisition system. So these two systems you could able to manage, as well as you could able to control your entire power plant systems, right? So through remote or maybe a field control. And we'll have that fault reduction system and voltage regulators, right? So these are the things we need to have, right? So to export your electrical power to utility grid. So இதெல்லாம் இல்லாம we couldn't able to export electrical grid to we couldn't able to export to electrical grid. So these are the electrical equipments definitely needed, right? So நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா if you're just able to have an idea, right? So if you're just going to able to export electrical power to grid in the sense, so we need to go to have an application, right? So we need to have application into what a national electrical grid, right? So in Tamil Nadu, TANGEDCO we need to visit, and we need to have an inquiry, and these are the systems we are having in our residential area, or we are having in industry. So we are having an idea to export electrical power to our grid. So they just after that inquiry, and they will give an application, and application illama they need to have n number of questions. What type of CHP we are using, how much power installed capacity, and what are your demand, load demand, how much power actually it's generating, and what type of fuel you are just using, how many hours per day it's now running, right? So these are the things just will be available as a question in our application form. Once is just able to fill it, right? So after just submitting this application, the energy people from TANGEDCO they will just plan to visit your company, right? So they will visit physically about your CHP, which year you have be commissioned this system, and what is the these are the things they just look into that. So இது எல்லாத்தையும் செக் பண்ணுவாங்க, மீட்டர் இருக்கா, ரிலேஸ் இருக்கா, செக்யூட் பிரேக் இருக்கா, எல்லாமே பர்ஃபெக்டா ஒர்க் ஆகுதா, மீட்டரிங் இருக்கா, ரைட்? இஃப் நாட் so they will just give you a command, right? So இதெல்லாம் நீங்க இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணுங்க, this much voltage you need to be generated. The we're just having in the sense we need to generate 50 gets power supply, right? So இதெல்லாமே நீங்க பர்ஃபெக்ட்டா மெயின்டைன் பண்ணணும், then only we could able to tap your electrical grid. So they will visit and they will look into your company, and they will just look everything, right? So a circuit breaker correcta work agudha, change over correcta nadakudha, right? So you need to have that perfect harmonic correction, power factor correction, everything they will need to check, because எடுத்தோடனே நம்ம கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா electrical utility grid என்ன ஆகும்னா it will gets affected. Otherwise your CHP system is gets affected. So that's why they need to focus entire thing. Once you're just able to meet up their requirement, that's why it's called policies and regulations, right? So we need to meet up the policy and regulations, then you could able to go with that interconnection between electrical grid and CHP. So the interconnection, these are the things which is needed. So once you're just able to purchase and we're just able to have a electrical configuration network like this, right? Then we are just going to meet with policies about our government. Once you just finished everything, right? So we are just going to moving into export electrical grid, right? So the power, right? So the power, how it's going to export. So we are having a three different ways of a power generation system and export into system, right? So we'll have three different ways. So this is a topic which I'm going to mention today, and these are things electrical components is needed to interconnect between your CHP to electrical grid. These are the basic components and necessary components is needed, right? And once we just meet with policies and requirement, electrical requirement, you can go with that electrical power delivery method. So these are the three different method will be available. One is called consuming, second is exporting, third is now parallel operation. So these are the things is now running your CHP. So first thing, CHP three different types of power generation will be there. So first thing, consuming, second thing, exporting, third one, parallel operation. Consuming in the sense, so what are the power which is generated by CHP is used within your plant or maybe within your company or within your home needs. So generate பண்ற எல்லா பவருமே, that is called CHP ல இருந்து டெலிவரி பண்ற ஜெனரேட் பண்ற எல்லா பவருமே நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன், I am just going to use in my own industry or in my residential area. I am not going to export any single thing of power to electrical grid. That is called my consuming, total consuming. So that is called my first thing. So I'm just going to have a standalone operation. That's called my standalone operation. I'm not going to consume any power supply from utility grid. So but I'm just going to meet my own utility demand with the help of my own CHP systems. So that's called standalone, right? So that's called, for example, oil refineries, right? So for example, in our oil pumping company, right, so it will be located at mid of a sea, right? So நடுக்கடல்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா we are not able to அந்த அங்க இருக்கிற பம்ப் பண்ணி எடுப்பாங்க rig borewell, right? So அந்த சீக்கு கீழே இருக்கிறதான் பம்ப் பண்ணி எடுப்பாங்க, that's called crude oil. So அங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா பம்பிங் பாத்தீங்கன்னா there are n number of megawatt energy is required to pull crude oil from under sea. So அந்த மாதிரி remote locations oil refinery companies எல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா pull பண்ற இடத்துல there is no electricity. So they just only focus on a diesel generator. That's called one of the CHP, right? So in oil refinery companies, you can go with the YouTube videos. In number of videos will be available, right? So oil rig company, rig borewell company in mid of seas, right? So that's only just go with it CHP systems. So second thing, exporting, right? Exporting la rendu irukku. So first thing, through utility interconnection, right? So if I just having a connection between my CHP and utility grid with the help of these different configuration of my electrical equipment, right? So once we just made this connection, now we'll have two configuration, buy all or sell all, two configuration. So first thing, so buy all sell all in the sense, if you're just going to sell entire CHP energy into my electricity grid, or we are just going to consume that CHP energy plus my utility grid bill. We'll have two configuration. If we are just having a buy all in the sense, we are just going to buy in the sense we are just going to getting a maximum power from utility grid. The same way we'll have sell all. So we are not going to use any CHP energy. So we are just totally selling what could I say? What are the things which is going to be generated from CHP? We are just going to export it to my utility grid. That's called two configurations. So we need to go with it based upon your CHP systems. And third one, parallel configuration with standby, without standby. So with the parallel configuration, in the sense we are just simultaneously getting power supply from grid. The same way, just going to exporting power to my grid. So we are having a parallel configuration with the standby or without standby. So we'll have a two types of a thing, right? These are the things we are just going to have that exporting thing. And the third one, parallel. I already told that, right? So we'll have parallel operation. So we're just getting electricity from grid, as well as we are just exporting power to grid. So this is a small configuration, right? So this is all my load. So this is all my utility load, right? So here we are having a residential need, or maybe a industrial load over here, right? We are getting a power from my utility grid as well as my own CHP. We'll have CHP over here, right? So we'll have two types of power supply. That's why it's called parallel utility with standby, right? So we're just going to go with it. We're just getting a power supply from both end, my utility grid as well as CHP. The same thing, right? So how it's going to be work? If you're having for example, my first case, right? So I'm just going to consuming utility load, that is called my UL, that is called my utility load, and we'll have a CHP, right? So I'm just going to looking with some configurations, right? So if a utility load demand is higher than that of CHP, your load demand about your residential or maybe industrial building, it will be more than your CHP, more than of your CHP in first case. In this case, so in this case, we couldn't able to meet up that load demand. So for that purpose, this first case, this utility transformer, right? So utility, then we are just getting a power from a utility grid, and we are just straight away consuming, right? In this case, the second case, my utility load is now less than my CHP. In this case, so என்னுடைய load demand பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it should be கொஞ்சம் கம்மியா இருக்கு. Anyway, my CHP output is now it's much high. So அப்ப என்ன பண்ண போறேன், I'm not just going to use my utility grid power. Now I'm just going to switch off my utility grid, and I'm just going to turn on this generated circuit breaker, and the generated power is now coming, and it's now moving into my electrical it's going to be my building load. In this case, if you're just satisfied with this building load, if you're even we are just having more electrical grid, now we could able to generate, we could able to export into my utility grid, right? You could able to do parallel operation also. So in one more case also, so you could able to export, or maybe you could able to store in a battery backup, right? So that's called my standalone system. So right, so once you could able to meet up your building load, you could able to export power to utility grid, or either you could able to store into my battery backup. That's called my standalone system. So these are the things we need to consider. If you're just load demand is now higher than the top CHP, right? So you could use utility grid. So in opposite case, you could able to export electrical power supply to grid, as well as I'm just going to use my CHP power over here. So these are the things we are just having in our minds about our parallel utility grid with standby. So right, so I'm just going to go with it. These are the things initially needed. So for interconnection, we need this different types of electrical equipment is majorly it's needed. It's played a major role over here. So there is a for generating electrical power and replacing electric power and exporting electrical power. So these are the components is played a major role in those area, right? So, and different configuration of power delivery method from CHP to grid, and we have discussed about one parallel utility grid. And now, so we'll have one more thing, right? So this is what my utility grid. So now we are just going to move into in detail about utility grid, right? I'm just going to step into move. For utility grid, we are having a bidirectional arrow. So it shows that, so I could able to, right? So CHP, so you could have that CHP systems over here. You could able to generate electrical power, right? So into an utility grid. That's why it's called bidirectional. So now we'll have a power flow diagram. We could have that power flow, that's called arrow mark. So power is now flowed in this direction. So now, so we are just going to consuming. So commercial, industrial, residential, we are just going to consuming only. But in a CHP system, that's look like a diesel generator, or turbine, or renewable energy, or backup, right? So இதெல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா bidirectional, right? So we're just, it's not going to renewable, it's not going to be consuming. That's why it's single direction. Now we'll have bidirectional. So power is now injected to my utility grid. You could see the power, the battery storage to this one, and renewable energy and generator. So these things, but the power is now injected to my utility grid. Now how it's going to be injected, and how much power is now injected, what are the circuit things which we sees, right? So inga paatholla, these are the components, right? So how it's going to be applied here, right? So இந்த மாதிரி நெட்வொர்க்குக்கு பேர் என்ன பார்த்துட்டாங்கன்னா, this is called microgrid. So CHP to various types of CHP to my electrical grid இப்படி கனெக்ட் பண்றதுக்கு இதுக்கு பேர் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, it's called microgrid, MUG, right? So already you people studied in smart grid subject, right? So smart grid ல படிச்சிருப்பீங்க, right? So anyway, I'm just going to recall it. Smart grid படிச்சீங்களா? Anyone? Just confirm me. Smart grid. Yes, yes or no? யாரும் பேச மாட்டேங்கிறீங்களே, what happened? Okay, anyway, and I'm just going to show you, right, network data, right? So utility grid, right? So we'll have a microgrid controller that's called my controller, right? So SCADA or PLC, right? So we'll have different types of controller. So this controller is going to decides that, so which power I'm just going to consume. Utility grid na consume panna porona, or maybe I'm just going to use my generator load, right? So these things which need to consider in our mind, right? And what are the different types of layers will be available in microgrid? So first one, so voltage and frequency, we need to go with it, right? So that's why I told that. So CHP irundhu I'm just going to export electrical power to my utility grid, right? So nadukku utility grid ku na ponom appadina, I need to match up that frequency and voltage. So utility grid என்ன frequency-ல போயிட்டு இருக்கு, என்ன frequency-ல power supply generate பண்றாங்க, என்ன voltage-ல வந்துட்டு இருக்கு. So we need to meet this frequency, we need to meet this voltage, right? So then only you could able to export your electrical power, right? So if our frequency is now less than that, the energy is now flowing this direction. If our frequency is now, it will be look like this, the energy will be going upward. So we need to go with it, that is called frequency regulations, right? So now we'll have a transfer switches in between my CHP and utility grid. Here நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு switch நீங்க ஆன் பண்றீங்க, ஒரு switch ஆஃப் பண்றீங்க. So we are just now changing electrical power from one circuit to another circuit. So அப்படி இருக்கப்ப என்ன ஆகும்னா, there is a huge switching operation is going to happen. So during that, there is a transient smoothing is needed. So because suddenly power off பண்றீங்க, suddenly power consume பண்றீங்க. That's why we'll have huge switching things which is now played a major role. So we need to focus those things, and reactive power control, and synchronous reserves, and peak saving, as well as load leveling and energy market. So these are the things we need to have in our mind in our while go with the microgrid. Anyway, I'm just going to go with that one small example. So let us consider these are our CHP systems, diesel powered combined heat and energy systems. So these are the simulation file I'm just going to show you with the help of MATLAB, right? So now you have utility grid. So this is what my utility grid power supply, right? So here we'll have a battery backup, here we'll have a battery backup, right? So battery energy, right? So in my substation, for example, and solar energy, right? So solar energy, and this is what this yellow, that is called a black arrow head, shows that our utility demand, that is called consumer end. This is called my consumer end, this also consumer end. This is called online power line diagram. You could have that single line power diagram or online power diagram. They will in PSA படிச்சிருப்பீங்க, power system analysis படிச்சிருப்பீங்க, high voltage generation படிச்சிட்டு இருப்பீங்க. So this is called my single line diagram or maybe online power diagram. So this symbol shows that AC to DC or DC to AC power conversion. So this symbol told that battery backup and PV solar panel. So DC to AC conversion, because my primary generation is now AC, and step up, step down, and transfer switches, that's called a circuit breaker, and this is called my bus bar, right? So bus bar la pathina yaar connect ஆறாங்க, generator, receiver, right? So various switches, right? So and we'll have one more generator, that is called a standalone generator, that is called a diesel generator, that is called my CHP. So inga pathina standalone load, in the load pathina variable load. So this can exact simulation diagram will be this one, right? So there is a simulation diagram. So energy storage, battery backup, so 3-phase AC, and enna pandren, this is called my utility grid. so utility gridல என்ன பவர் சப்ளை ஜென்ரேட் பண்றோம், ABC, that is called RYB பவர் ஜென்ரேட் பண்றேன். அதை வந்துட்டு என்ன பண்றேன், I'm just having a controller that is called a micro system, micro controller, micro grid electrical controller. ஸோ அதில் கனெக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். ஸோ இதோட அவுட்புட் பாருங்க எங்கெங்கே போகுதுன்னு பாருங்க. ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் now we have discussed online power diagram. So my energy storage system, that is called a bidirectional. So battery full இருந்ததுன்னா it's not going to be give right. So micro grid off இருந்துச்சுன்னா இந்த பேட்டரி சோர்ஸ்ல இருந்து எனர்ஜி ஃப்ளோ வெளியில வரும், ரைட். ஸோ பேட்டரி சோர்ஸ் கம்மியாக இருந்ததுன்னா so power flow is now is coming into refill these batteries, right, and solar energies. So these two things is now supplying energy. But இங்க மேஜரா இவங்க தான் மெயின் சப்ளையர். ஸோ யார் லோடுன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா திஸ் ஆல் த கன்சியூமர்ஸ். ஸோ ஒன் டைப் ஆஃப் கன்சியூமர், செகண்ட் டைப் ஆஃப் கன்சியூமர். ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கன்சியூமர் கான்ஸ்டன்டா பவர் சப்ளை கன்சியூம் பண்றாங்க. திஸ் செகண்ட் கன்சியூமர், திஸ் கால்டு மை ரெசிடென்ஷியல் நீட்ஸ், அவங்க பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரேண்டமா கன்சியூம் பண்றாங்க. வில் ஹாவ் டூ டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் லோட். ஸோ ஒன் கான்ஸ்டன்ட் லோட், ஒன் வேரியபிள் லோட். ஸோ ரெண்டு பவர் சப்ளை கன்சியூமிங் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ பவர் சப்ளையர் யாரான்னு பாருங்க. ஸோ மெயின் யூட்டிலிட்டி கிரிட் இருக்கு, சிஹெச்பி ஒன்று இருக்கு, சோலார் ஒன்று இருக்கு, பேட்டரி ஒன்று இருக்கு. ஸோ வில் ஹாவ் 4 types of power injected to this entire bus bar. 2 types of consumers are there, right. இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன் அப்படின்னா, now I'm just going to switch on this CHP, right. I'm just going to switch off this utility grid. ஸோ in this case என்ன நடக்கும்னு பார்க்கலாம், ரைட். ஸோ வோல்டேஜ் டிரான்சியன்ட் எப்படி இருக்கும், வோல்டேஜ் ஃப்ரீக்வன்சி எப்படி சேஞ்சஸ் ஆகுது, வோல்டேஜ் எப்படி மெயின்டைன் ஆகுது, ரைட். ஸோ we are just going to see a simulation about MATLAB, right. I'm just going to show I'm just going to switch into MATLAB. It's very easy to construct this diagram. It will be around 10 minutes நீங்க கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் பண்ண முடியும், ரைட். யூட்டிலிட்டி கிரிட் எடுக்கிறீங்க, எல்லாமே சிம்ஸ்கேப்ல இருக்கும், பவர் சிஸ்டம்ல போயிட்டு சிம்ஸ்கேப்ல எல்லாமே எடுத்துக்க முடியும், ரைட். ஸோ எல்லாத்தையும் கனெக்ட் பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு 10 minutes ஆகும், ரைட். ஸோ வில் ஹாவ் கான்ஃபிகர் பண்றதுக்கு it will take minimum ஒரு 15 minutes. ஸோ டோட்டலாக ஒரு half an hourல you could able to design our own CHP power export to your utility grid. You could able to simulate with the help of these things, right. So anyway, I'm just going to moving. So எனக்கு ஒரு 15 minutes ஆச்சு. Anyway, I'm having a tutorial video from YouTube and MathWork. I just with help of MathWork, I'm just going to design this single line diagram. The simulation is very easy to construct. For a half an hour, I could able to deal with it, right. So now what is the aim, right. So here என்ன பண்ண போறோம் அப்படின்னா, we are having 2 types of load, that is called constant load, one variable load. So என்ன பண்ண போறேன், CHP I'm having here also, right. We are having 2 CHPs, that is called a diesel generator, and we'll have a solar array and battery sources and utility grid. So in the load, in the 2 types of variable load and constant load, we are supplying power from energy source like battery plus சோலார் பிளஸ் டீசல் ஜென்ரேட்டர். ஸோ இந்த 3 லோடு என்ன பண்ண போகுதுன்னா கம்பைன் பண்ணி பவரை ஜென்ரேட் பண்ண போகுது. ஜென்ரேட் பண்ணி எதுக்கு சப்ளை பண்ண போகுது, திஸ் லோட், வேரியபிள் லோட் அண்ட் கான்ஸ்டன்ட் லோட். இந்த கேஸ்ல எனக்கு யூட்டிலிட்டி கிரிட் ஆஃப்ல இருக்கும், ரைட். ஸோ பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் மை டீசல் ஜென்ரேட்டர் அலோன், இட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு பி build more power, it's going to be withstand, it's going to generate more power to these loads in absence of grid. So this is the objective, right. So we are just going to moving, right. So I'm just going to move with that math work, right. I'm just going to share my entire screen, then you could see my MATLAB. I think my screen is visible. Yes. Right. This is what my entire thing, right. So this is what my MATLAB. And we'll have, right. So first thing, so we need to find out that is called my 3-phase generator, that is called utility generator. That is called, you could able to find out from our simscape la eduthuka mudiyum. And we'll have a step down, step up and step down transformer, 3-phase step up or step down transformer. Now you could able to get it from simscape again, power system eduthuka mudiyum. And we'll have a I already told that transfer switches is needed, right. That's called my circuit breaker or transfer switches is needed, right. So now we'll have 3 components, my generator, a transformer and circuit breaker, right. So these are the important things which need to get it. And this is called my transfer switches, that's called a mux, right. And my transformer and circuit breaker. We'll have 2 types of load, that is called my variable load and we'll have a one more load that is called my constant load, that is called 500 megawatts, sorry 500 kilowatts. e power 3 is now 10 to the power 3, so 500 kilowatts. Once you just double click it, so right, so you could able to have a picture from your internet, so you could just download your picture and it's just going to drag and drop, right? So you could have that this option. So nominal voltage 5000 voltage, so 50 hertz equivalent 60 hertz வச்சிருக்கேன். Power factor 80 power factor, initial load 200 kilowatt. The same way, one more load, the same way the load flow around பார்த்தீங்கன்னா என்னுடைய 5000 voltage, எந்த பிளாக் பார்த்தாலும் எனக்கு வோல்டேஜ் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா காமனாக தான் இருக்கும் 5000. ஸோ இந்த லோடுக்கு 5000. ஸோ இது நீங்கள் கான்ஸ்டண்டாக வச்சுக்கணும், பிகாஸ் we need to have that synchronization, right? So voltage and frequency will be matched without our CHP. The same way diesel generator பாருங்க அதே தான் இருக்கும். Where is my diesel generator? The same way 5000 voltage 60 hertz. ஸோ அப்போ நான் ஜென்ரேட் பண்ணுறதும் நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணி பாருங்க அதே தான் இருக்கும். I could say VRMS 60 hertz. Your face-to-face, that is called a face-to-face voltage will be different from our thing, right? So why? It will be around, it will be totally different. Anyway, I'm just going to show you later. Now I'm just going to switch off this utility grid. So that's why I'm just going to double click this this thing, and just going to have initial status. Circuit breaker is now off. That is called my closed, right? So circuit is now closed now, and power is now also coming, and here also power is now coming. That is called my diesel generator also now it's working, right? So maximum pathina 1 megawatt, it's called 1 megawatt power is now generated. So these are the voltage frequencies, and solar arrangement 5000 voltage 60 hertz. So we need to have that voltage frequency should be matched with my load, right? So then only you could able to power, it could be traveled from this way and we could able to consume. So frequency is now totally changed. Now you couldn't able to export the power, right? So it will be your diesel generator will act as a load also. So அப்படி totally change ஆயிடும். Anyway, now I'm just going to run this simulation model. You could have that entire data, how it's now power is now traveled through this power circuit. So the power is now going to be generated from this generator, and it's now going to be variable load as well as this one, right? So the power is now switched on this utility grid. இங்க வந்து power வராது. இப்போ என்ன ஆகும்னா power is now traveled from this generator, it will be going to variable load as well as this load. You could see. Now I'm just going to click running states. Now it's now getting running. Let's compiling and running. I'm just going to go with that scope, microgrid measure scopes. I'm just going to double click it. You could go. So now this is what my first thing, that is called microgrid frequency. Now 60 hertz frequency is now it's now generating, as well as battery output on the circuits now reaches about 5000 voltage, as well as microgrid voltage. It will be sinusoidal voltage. I'm just going to zoom it over here. You could have the 3-phase voltage. You could see 3-phase voltage is now generating. So after some seconds, I'm just going to about 10 to 15 seconds, I'm just going to switch off my utility grid, and I'm just going to connect my at 15th second. I'm just going to switch off my utility grid. I'm just to change over into my diesel generator. So during that transition, so we could have that transition voltage, right? So now there is a huge transition is happening. Now this shows that this drop shows that time taken, right? So நம்ம change over பண்ணறோம்ல, manually change over பண்றோம்ல. So my utility grid to my diesel generator, that's why there is a voltage drop also. And inga pathina diesel generator power is now built up. So that is called my orange color, right? So my orange color denotes that my this thing generator. So idukapram pathina generator is going to be generate more power. So after 15th second, I'm just going to turn on my one more variable load. I'm just going to check for 30th second. I'm just going to turn on my one. We are having two types of load: variable load and constant load. So after 30 second, I'm just going to what could I say? I'm just going to turn down my one more load. So again, there is a one more transition is now going to happen in my frequency. So these are the called switching transitions, right? So switching transition பண்றப்ப எனக்கு voltage as well as frequency, everything is now going to be changing. Now I'm just going to turn down my one more load. That's why my generator, diesel generator, is going to be generate more electrical power. So that's why it needs to meet up that utility demand. That's why it's now getting more power, right? So these are the small simulations about those things, right? So how that CHP is turned on, So how the three-phase voltage is now also generating. So you could see, even it's going to coming back to original restore view. Now we could have that transition. So we need to have that transition look like this, right? So once we just change our diesel generator, that's called CHP, right? So with that, I'm just going to conclude here, right? So we'll meet by tomorrow with a different topic, right? So thank you all. So anyway, assignment இந்த மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு நான் கொடுக்க போறேன். So you need to have that tutorial. So simply follow up the tutorial. You could able to have that more data in our simulations area, right? So this is what electrical interconnection between my CHP and my utility grid. So we could have that example in the மாதிரி no nothing example, consider this example and we are just going to discuss like this example, nothing wrong in that. So anyway, I'm just going to wind up it over here. So thank you all for listening.
Thank you, sir.